The Side-Hill Gouger. Commentators will argue as to the correct name of this rather unstable critter. Some have even called it a Gaiascidus, which is the real name of the the person-eating gorau. An ovine creature, the gouger's left legs are shorter than its right pair, forcing it to walk counterclockwise over its native hills. As a result, it soon makes a series of winding trails, all running in the same counterclockwise direction. All an enterprising hunter has to do is confront it on one of its trails and capture it when the gouger goes to turn to run, an act that will cause it to fall over, unable to rise. What follows is a bad poem about the Side-Hill Gouger by the bad poet Warren S. James. The Side-Hill Gouger, a.k.a. Proc. Gadafro. Gaiascidus, also known as the Side-Hill Badger, the Side-Hill Winder, and the Side-Hill Wowser. The Side-Hill Gouger is a very strange wild animal. It lives on the sides of hills. It keeps its balance because its downhill legs are much, much longer than its uphill ones. It travels counterclockwise on well-worn trails gouged into the hillside. It's easy to capture a Side-Hill Gouger. Simply block its path. When it tries to turn around, it will fall on its side and will be unable to get up and get away. Yeah, I know. It didn't rhyme. But this is what you call a concrete poem. Not cement, concrete. That means it's a poem that's meant to be seen, not heard. But you heard it anyways. The Luferlang. The Luferlang is a most dangerous animal, as its appearance is so familiar and prosaic. The Luferlang looks exactly like a horse, but a closer examination shows that its tail is actually growing out of the center of its back instead of its rump. A good position for swatting flies, perhaps. But the bite of this horsey critter is deadly and can even turn you into stone. The only defense against a marauding Luferlang is to show it a mirror. The sight of its own reflection will make it flee. Perhaps it's also afraid of turning to stone. What follows is a bad poem about the Luferlang by the bad poet Warren S. James. Hot dang, the Luferlang, be careful of its bite. Oh, hang, darn Luferlang, it sure gives one a fright. Run, gang, the Luferlang, it's one god-awful sight. A shot rang, tough Luferlang, oh, what use is a gun? Bang, bang, here's the Luferlang, all we can do is run. Since its fang the mean Luferlang, is as deadly as a pun. But if there is no way to shun it, there is at least one way to stun it, to have the beast collapse in fear or run away. Show it a mirror. The Santer. This animal, sometimes known as the talipo, lives in mountainous, swampy areas of the south, particularly in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina. It preys on cattle, but turns aggressive towards humans when angered. The Santer moves with lightning speed, so general descriptions are scanty. It is noted for its long tail, knotted in 8 places with a donut-like ring of hard muscle. The Santer has been known to use its tail like a weapon, in one instance knocking down a charging bull with one blow. Some claim the Santer can imitate human speech. Coarse hairs on the tail are also said to administer an electric shock. What follows is a bad poem about the Santer by the bad poet Warren S. James. Hark! Hear that shuddering cry? A lost child's or a lost soul's? The wind-swept trees' eerie sigh, or the blistering of burning coals? And what's that moving through the brush? It sounds to be slightly off canter. It comes at us in an awful rush. It's the fearsome being called the Santer. The tail is divided into segments 8, each one of which can brain you good. Should it whack you cross your pate as it slithers through the darkened wood? It hides itself among the logs, so its form is seldom seen, as it slays its weight in cows and hogs, and leaves all of their bones picked clean. It's as likely to be seen as Santer. No, it's as likely to be seen as Santa. The Santer. Santer. I'm glad that's over. Bet you are too. If this is your first visit to my channel, please consider subscribing. My name is Warren, and I write and tell original ghost stories and original horror stories featuring such cryptids as the night floaters, werewolves, and the black-eyed children. I also write very bad poetry. Please help me to reach my goal of 2,500 subs in 2022. Till midnight. Cheers. Pictures used in today's video, courtesy of Pix here, that's PX here, while the music was the incredibly addictive earworm Sneaky Snitch by that patron of the internet, Kevin MacLeod. Thank you for listening.